Welcome, everyone. It's always nice to start out the new year thinking about the future and looking ahead. And that's one of the things we love to do with our outstanding teachers. Today, I'd like to start with Christine from Risden.
Hi, so I'm Christine Olson. I teach sixth, seventh, and eighth grade English as a second language at Risden Middle School. One of the things I enjoy most about teaching is just building relationships with my students and really helping them to achieve their full potential. I think one of the most challenging things about teaching is when, budget cuts and things like that hinder our ability to support our students as well as we know that we could. And as for the $250 grant, I am planning on using it towards our school started like a pantry this year for students basically to shop for items that they might need that they don't have at home, such as, jackets, hygiene products, food, things like that. So I'm going to be working on helping to build that up. And just thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate it.
Would you introduce your principal for us, please?
Yes, and my wonderful principal is here, Candy Ellis.
Hello. I don't think Miss Olson shared nearly enough about how wonderful she is, but that's not surprising. But Miss Olson is wonderful at understanding our student needs and advocating for students. She is really a leader in our building. When there's a problem, she's someone I go to help brainstorm solutions, and she just really helps me plan and facilitate some of the professional learning that we do in our building, and really just supports the whole school and not just the students that she sees in her classroom. So we appreciate her very much.
And that's exactly the reason that we have our principals come along and be able to toot your horn a little bit for you. That's great. Thank you so much. Next, we'll move to Yukiko.
Hello, my name is Yukiko Shin. I work for Honeydew Elementary School Instructional Learning Center called IOC. I have kindergartners through fourth grader in my classroom. What I enjoy about my job is not a single day is the same, and every day is fun to learn about students. And also I have a great team and also great support from the entire building. The challenge of this job is to manage the different behaviors. Also, lack of consistency of staff or family support. But we are working as a team together to make it through. This $250 donation will be used for sensory toys. Also, the food for students, because of the students' needs, certain student eats only certain food. So I would like to use those money for that. And thank you for donating this to our classroom. And my principal is Anjali Doimovic.
Great. Thank you so much. Anjali?
Thank you. We are so, so proud of Yukiko for every single thing she does. She mentioned just a few things that she does in the classroom, but she's even ridden with students as transportation aid. She stays such long hours and is always communicating with families so that students are really well taken care of, both in school and out of school. And she is a treasure and a joy. She keeps a wonderful team and keeps everybody engaged and active. So thank you so much, Yukiko, and thank you for the recognition for her from the Rotary Club.
That's wonderful. Last month we had all gentlemen, and it's wonderful to have all ladies today. It's great. Thank you so much for saying what a joy it is to work together. Next, I'd like to have Sylvia talk to us.
Hi there. I'm Sylvia Flores. I teach special education at Talbot Hill Elementary. I serve mostly students with learning disabilities. Maybe they have ADHD or other disabilities that are not as impactful I really enjoy teaching students how to read, especially students that have had a really hard time learning to read and to spell for a long time. I love seeing when they catch it, and I most love when students begin to see themselves as the readers and writers and mathematicians that they are. Um, I find time to be the most challenging part of my job. I wish there was more of it, or maybe there were more of me. Um, but it is still very enjoyable. And I love what I do. I am planning on using the $250, actually, as uh, both of our teachers before said, for food. I have some students that their brains are working so fast, they literally forget to eat. And they are also very picky eaters. And we know that if students' bodies aren't in the right state, it's very hard to make anything else kind of gel for them, be able to focus and do what they need to do at school. So I am using that with my students to build up a snack base for us. Thank you so much for donating this money. It will be put to good use. And my principal, Caitlin Lotman, is here.
Caitlin, let's hear from you.
Well, Sylvia, I wish that there were more of you as well. But Sylvia is one of the very, very best special education teachers I've ever had the pleasure of working with. I might cry when I talk about you because I have never had a teacher that has seen kids so deeply and so quickly. And Sylvia works with a broad spectrum of students. She did not like give a lot of detail there, but she has students that might need a little bit of support and students that need a lot of support, and their needs are varied. And one of the things that she does so well is identifying what it is a student might need to be successful. And she truly sees the whole child, not just what their strengths or what their weaknesses are, where they need to grow, but who they are as a person. And that transcends not just in her work when she's working individually with kids, but also when she is working with families. And so part of her job is that she holds IEP meetings and evaluation meetings with families. And I have never sat through IEP meetings as like loving and as like fully encompassing a child as the ones that Sylvia leads. I'm a mom, and I would feel like Sylvia knew my kid back and forth with how much time she invests in them and how genuine and deeply thoughtful she is about them. So her kids make incredible progress and growth, and it's been amazing to see. This is her first year at Talbot, and she has already made a tremendous impact in the lives of all of the kids that she works with, and is a leader to other staff in our building as well, both on the special education side and then also on the general education side, and how to do more inclusive practices and help ensure kids are active and engaged in every learning environment that they're in. She's a treasure, and we're super lucky to have her. And she's also bilingual, so she has also helped build bridges with families where their language has maybe been a barrier to them accessing their child's education and how to support them, and has been tremendous in building those bridges with families too.
That's fabulous. And finally, we have Ginger Burke from Meadowcrest.
Hi, I'm Ginger. I teach at Meadowcrest, and this is my third year here. And I teach inclusive preschool, which means that some of our students are general education and some of our students are special education. And I love working here mostly because of the staff culture, but also the kids. They're great. There's not a day that I'm not laughing because of them, because they're really funny. And a challenge is that all of our kids have different abilities. So I'm constantly having to like repeat myself all day long, which is fine. And then we also have kids who are like freshly three years old, first time at school. So there's a constant need to like repeat rules and expectations all day long. And I was thinking of using the class or the grant for more engaging math toys for the kids. A lot of our math toys are like just number recognition, and then some like matching amounts to the numerals. So I was thinking maybe some like simple board games, some updated math books. And my principal, Donnell, is here today.
That's so wonderful. Thank you, Ginger. Danelle?
Ginger mentioned that she is a third-year teacher, but if you step into her classroom, you would never know it. She is a gifted teacher who is so respected by her peers, for her willingness to collaborate and her willingness to partner and her willingness to answer every single technology question. And she probably answers those 50 times a day, as well as repeating herself to students 50 times a day. So she is the person that most of our staff goes to for technology support. She thinks out of the box. She is willing to go above and beyond. Somebody else said, I think it was Yukiko, rides the bus with students. Ginger has done that to support students. She has plastered our walls with Sonic the Hedgehog to ensure a student can get down the hallway successfully. There's not much that Ginger won't do to support her students and her colleagues. So we are so grateful she is a part of our staff.
That's wonderful. As we look forward to 2025, we know that our kids and our teachers are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for Renton Rotary.